That's right. That's right. That's right. You already know what's the deal. Whenever you hear that MVP chant, you already know how it's going down. It's the Hitmen podcast. Chris checking in, MG checking in. What's the word, big dog? How you feeling?
What's good, buddy? Everything smooth?
Yeah, man. We going into week 3, bro. We got a lot to talk about, but
Yes,
I'm happy to be back at it with you, bro. How was the weekend? Everything smooth?
Oh, really good, man. We had some exciting games, man. The weather's starting to get nice. I can't complain.
Word. I got a question for you before we get started, though. How does it feel on your end to be a sucker? To have been a sucker your whole life?
Fuck you mean?
What I mean is, I feel like we've been doing it the wrong way, bro. You and me, we work hard. You know what I'm saying? We got day jobs and the whole nine. But for somebody like Ben Simmons to do absolutely fucking nothing for a whole year straight and get paid $30 million for it, I feel like a sucker. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? The working man is a sucker. Shout out to the Bronx Tale, but we must be doing
all the
something
time,
wrong, bro.
You pay me $1 million a year. I'll get the Gatorade for the squad.
To this day. I'm just saying, like, this, he ain't did shit. He sat on the sideline, got his outfits together, sat in Calabasas, took pictures, and for the most part, like, didn't do nothing. They got paid $30 million for it. So we must be doing something wrong because we working too damn hard to be making less than that. You feel me?
I don't know. I'm you know what? I'm gonna hold that joke back. I'm gonna hold that joke back. Let's just say I'm gonna think my way into some back problems like Ben did.
Man, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out over the course of this episode. But I just had to get that off my chest. We got a lot to talk about. But before we get off into it, y'all know we gotta clear the way before it get too cloudy. Want to let y'all know that we everywhere that podcasts live, man. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all of that. Check us out on the YouTube, the videos in your phone right now. Get on YouTube and type in the Hitman podcast. Inject this heat rock, this yellow top into your veins. You feel me? Make sure y'all tap in with us on the mailbag too. The Hitman podcast at gmail.com. Tap in with us on the socials at Hitmen Podcast, at Labeled and On, MG's at Virtuoso Sports on Twitter. Know what I mean?
Hey, run it.
Yeah, bro. Denzel Washington got caught smoking on that Trae Young pack tonight too, bro. I don't know if you seen the clip.
Man.
I got it for you right here, baby. Hold up. Damn. Take that loss with you and go see a barber. You feel me?
Hey, man, I seen somebody said Trae Young got the hair of a 6-month-old baby. I said, bro, I ain't been able to unsee
it. Man, let's get off into the bounds, bro. So, boom. We had a couple closeouts. We had a couple wins, couple losses, a couple folks going home. Starting first and foremost, number one in the hood, the Brooklyn Nets, bro. That clip from the Olympics ain't really aged well with KD getting the gold medal. And he was talking to Patty, talking about, yeah, it's going to be a problem for them Boston Celtics. You feel me? But word around the campfire is, man, you got the teams mixed up, big dog. KD got swept for the first time in his career yesterday, being taken out by the Boston Celtics at the crib in the Barclays Center. Did you catch this game live yesterday, bro?
Yeah. Somebody should have told KD it snows in Brooklyn.
Damn.
You could have stayed in sunny California.
In April, you hear me? Unfortunately, bro. That was a terrible way to go out. I ain't really know what to say. I was shocked at the fact that Kyrie played a trash-ass game. Again, we already talked about Ben Simmons at the top. He was rumored to play in Game 4, and then after they lost Game 3, it was like, actually, I ain't really fucking with it at all. So,
I mean, you know,
one of them I called in to work. I said I was gonna be there, and then I called in the morning of fake coughing and shit. Hello, yeah.
Look, man. My question is, like, how you hurt your back and you ain't did nothing?
Oh, well, the story came out today. I'll talk about it in a second, but let's get off into the black and white of the game. The Celtics took out the Nets 116-112. Jason Tatum led the way with 29 points, despite getting fouled out in the game off a real questionable call by Scott Foster. Take from that what you will, but Marcus Smart done turned all the way up for real, bro. And the thing, like, over the course of the past 4 years with the Celtics, they've been looking for a stalwart at the point guard position, and they went from Isaiah Thomas to Kyrie Irving to Kemba Walker, never really understanding that they starting point guard was on the team the whole fucking time in Marcus Smart, who ended up getting the DPOY last week.
Well, finally let him run point guard. Who would have thought?
But that shout out to Ime. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could say like Brad Stevens was tweaking. But nevertheless, KD had 39 in the game, 39, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Seth Curry pitched in 23. Kyrie had pedestrian 20 points. A lot was made about his press conference afterwards, saying that the team didn't had the luxury of gelling and playing together.
Who fault was that?
Right. Who fault was that?
Who fault was that?
The stat came out even when Harden was on the team, they only played 2 full games together between KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. They go out with a thud, man, and ever since then, like the fallout has been kind of crazy. Charles Barkley been going back and forth with KD. They even started at the top of the pregame show today with responding from KD dropping a gif of Charles Barkley being on the Rockets, the whole bus rider versus bus driver argument. Barkley wasn't really wrong in what he said in regards to KD like joining the 73-9 Warriors and then getting kind of pissed off that it wasn't his team. But it's just been a lot of that. It just seemed like it's a lot of hurt feelings and a lot of unanswered questions for the Nets.
Did I ever tell you history repeats itself?
Nah, you never told me that. Tell me again so it repeated itself again right now.
Kyrie did all of that work not to play with LeBron, and here he is playing with 2011 Finals LeBron.
A lot of people saying don't ever criticize LeBron again or compare KD to LeBron again. How you feeling about that?
I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of now. I'm kind of with the comparing KD to LeBron. It got to stop at this point. I'm okay with still criticizing LeBron for other stuff, but in terms of like comparing KD to him, it's over. Bro, it's been 4 years. It's what 4 years in Brooklyn?
Yeah. He didn't play the first. He didn't play the first year. Played a little bit of the second year. Then they had James last year. At the beginning of this year, yeah. So
the most they got to show for it is a second round exit, a first round sweep, and then 2 years where both of them was hurt.
Well, no, 3 years because he was on the Warriors 19 when they lost the 19 championship. 2020, 2020 he sat out the whole season. 2021.
Okay, so 3 years. So 3 years in, all we got to show for it is a second round exit, a sweep, and injuries in that third year. Like, come on, It ain't
lacking
work
for you is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, 100%. And not only that, but I mean, I've been saying it for years that Steph was the driving force behind that Warriors team. That system was built around Steph, and KD fit in the system, but KD wasn't. KD was the best player on the team, but he wasn't the most important player on that team.
Gotcha.
So, and then Kyrie, I mean, speaks for itself. Kyrie ain't really did nothing in terms of leading the team nowhere. So. We are.
Looking forward though, it's looking more and more like it's gonna be Boston and Milwaukee in the semis. In the East, it's really looking like any one of those 4 teams could make the finals. I think whoever wins this next series between Milwaukee and Boston is gonna represent the East in June in the finals. On the other end of things is Toronto and Philly. Philly's having a hard time closing that shit out for whatever reason. And then Miami just knocked out Atlanta tonight at the crib against the Hawks, sending them home. They completely shut Trae Young all the way down. And this is after they were in the Eastern Conference Finals just a year ago. But it's looking like if I had to put my money on it, I think Philly gonna right the ship and it'll be Philly Miami in the semi. But again, like I said, this series over here, Boston and Milwaukee, is gonna be the one to watch for real. Tatum is a matchup nightmare for Giannis. I think this is the one thing that can kind of bring him back down to earth, because if you get Giannis out like guarding the perimeter where Tatum shooting threes, it's gonna be real tough for the Bucks to kind of recover, especially with Middleton being out. Bobby, I think he got hurt a little bit the other night at the Bulls game. Caught a real dirty elbow, real nasty shot, blooded his eye up.
He came back though the next game.
Well, they're gonna play tomorrow night in Milwaukee in Game 5. It's looking like a closeout game. Zach LaVine came down with COVID. Caruso's in the concussion protocol, so the Bulls are real shorthanded, and I think it's gonna be all she wrote tomorrow.
Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, so
that's over.
I'm looking forward to this Milwaukee and Boston series though. For real.
Honestly, I think Boston has a clear path to the finals.
Clear path. Damn.
Right now.
2 shots and the ball, you feel me?
Look, man, Milwaukee don't got Chris Middleton. And yeah, we give Chris Middleton some slack. But again, who else on that Milwaukee? Grayson Allen ain't doing to Boston what he did to the Bulls.
Gotcha.
Ain't no way.
True, for sure. Defense is day and night. The Celtics went 36-2. If you count the sweep, they went 36-2 since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
So right before the All-Star break. And that's just because they ramped up on defense and they were headhunters. They were taking everybody out. So with Milwaukee kind of being shorthanded, not really sure when Middleton's going to come back. I just think it's a tough
They said
road.
it was 2 to 3 weeks and then he'll be reevaluated.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
road ahead, bro.
They're gonna have to play the series without him. Pretty much.
And Robert Williams came back for the Celtics too. So
yep.
It's looking all but wrapped up. But we'll see. You can't count Giannis out at all. You feel me? He's probably
but look, man, that man gonna have to do a lot. And with the way that Boston defense is playing, man, they're gonna be swarming. They're gonna be swarming that brother.
How you feel about the other side though? Philly and Toronto. Van Vliet went down. I don't know if he's gonna play tomorrow, but he went down with a hip injury in the game. Then on the other side, Embiid, right, got diagnosed with the torn thumb ligament. So now everybody knows what to kind of trigger, what to kind of go after in the series if they want to neutralize them. You know what I'm saying? Pascal Siakam done stepped it up a little bit, but I don't know how much further it's gonna take them.
Yeah, and I mean, apparently they still got Ben Simmons on the team with the way James Harden is the ball. So I mean, that brother, boy, that man. Look, that man is off as I don't know what. And I mean, right now with the way that Toronto's playing, I mean, I think they pushed this to 7.
Dang.
And unfortunately, Ty Maxey has cooled down since them first couple games.
Yeah, it came all the way back down to earth, ain't it?
Yeah, you ain't getting nothing out of Tobias. Doc Rivers is the head coach. James Harden is on the team. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if they blow this if they blow this series somehow.
And we're going back to Toronto tomorrow again. They're without Thibault because he can't play in Toronto because of the vaccination rules. So you down one more defensive, you know what I'm saying, defensive effort, a defensive presence on that side. That's something they really gonna need.
So I mean, I'm expecting Philly to win the series in 7, but look, and then they have to go on to the next round, and they got injuries. Miami got injuries. Look, man, Boston got it right now.
If Philly loses this series, do you think Doc Rivers gets fired?
He has to.
Has to?
You can't blow a 3-0 lead.
Damn. Ben Simmons probably got him on his wall. He probably got a voodoo doll or something on his wall.
Bro,
hoping for that to happen. You feel me?
It'd be one thing if Doc had done a bunch and they had won a title already, and he kind of had that rapport and that equity. But you can't come in and then you lose last year to the Hawks, and then you blow the 3-0. You blow the 3-0 lead this year after having a history of blowing 3-1 leads.
First coach in history, if it happens, it'd be the first coach in history to blow 3, to lose 3 series where he was up 3-0 or 3-1.
Yeah.
Man. I hate it have to be my dog, but I think he's gonna be up out of that too if they don't win.
And then honestly, I mean, Philly can't give Harden that contract, man. I know James Morey want to and probably will, but they gonna be fools.
Another game winner tonight, Demetrius Jamel Morant II, big dog. How much you basking in it? I know you had this smug ass smile on your face for the past couple of weeks now, like walking around like I'm the only one that had it right. I'm the only one that was checking for Memphis. While y'all told me I was crazy.
It's bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
Yeah. You ever watch a game or a sporting event and the way the game is refed or the series is refed, it turns you against the team?
These was your dogs though. You put
I know.
on game
I know.
For real.
I know, but they should be down 3-1. This series should honestly be over.
Everybody playing sloppy though. I didn't like the way the game was played tonight, both teams were trying to win the game in one shot. Like Memphis
The
was
ref
down
bailed
double
Memphis
digits at some
out.
point.
Ja was getting early 2000 Laker calls tonight. And he wasn't flopping to get the call. So I'm not saying he was flopping, but look, man, you couldn't even breathe on Ja tonight without getting a foul call.
Man, that dunk though. Oh my god.
Oh no, the dunk.
Oh
the dunk.
my god.
Look, if I was Ja, I would have just. Look. If I was Ja, I would have just went and grabbed my duffel bag and went home, bro.
You feel me? Got up out of there. Y'all got it. I'm done. Fuck it. Fuck it.
That, bro. If you see the steals of that shot,
I seen them. I checked them out before we got on. Yeah.
It didn't even look like he was gonna reach the rim.
Yeah, that was Stretch Armstrong. That was one of them.
And the sound it made too, bro. It just gave you Dominique flashbacks.
Let me ask you a serious question though. For 10 years from now, right? What is this? 2022. So 2022 to 2032. Going forward, who would you rather have for your franchise, Luka or Ja?
Luka
over Ja?
100%.
Damn, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Ja brought that franchise back from the dead. They probably one of the lowest markets in the league.
He has, but I mean, where that Dallas franchise was before Luka, because Dirk was old already, wasn't in a pretty place. And it's not like Luka's had much of any talent to work with for the most part. Like if you put Luka on this Memphis team is fucking winning 60 games.
Damn.
Easily.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a harder decision.
That dude Luka different, bro. Like I've been saying it from his second year, man. You get Luka one superstar, you get him one other like superstar to play with, bro. He running off with a couple titles.
Both Rookie of the Years. Ja won the Most Improved Player this year. Made it a team award. Passed it off to Desmond Bain, who should have been in the conversation. Obviously, that's his road dog, his running mate at this point. And they both fit that Memphis mentality. Whooped that trick playing loud as hell in FedEx.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That's hard. You seen Usher and Ja's Pop sitting next to each other? They said they the twins.
Yeah, and you had Cat Williams in the crowd.
Yeah, only thing they was missing was Zaytoven, and they could have sat him next to Usher and Ja Pops, and they would have been the triplets.
Look, man, if this go to Game 7. Zebo better be in the crowd on the burner phone. The burner phone.
Tony Allen better be there. All that, you feel me? They need to have A-Ball, MJG, 3-6 better be there. You feel me?
Yo, I need Zach Randolph.
Yo, Gotti, everybody better be in the building.
I need Zach Randolph courtside with the do-rag, with the headband over the do-rag, with the gray hoodie and sweats on, with the burner phone in hand. I need an old school 2000s, bro.
Do you think it's gonna go 7 though?
There's a chance. I mean, honestly, Minnesota's outplayed them pretty much most of the series outside of blowing that 20-point lead, and then they blew the 13-point lead tonight.
Jaren Jackson can't stay out of foul trouble.
Neither can Cat.
They already pulled Steven Adams because they don't like the matchups. Man, Karl Anthony Towns is the most shit-talking, non-playing ass player in the NBA, bro. He celebrates some of the dumbest shit. And it's not and keeps getting boxed out, keeps getting thrown around, even though he's the tallest player on the court. I don't understand it.
You know, and the weird thing is, we've seen it in the play-in game where Anthony Edwards was like a monster.
Yeah,
and they refuse. They are refusing to hand that dude the keys.
Yeah, they won't let him go with it. It's almost like they want it to be Towns, but Towns is not a superstar, bro. He's a star. At the very best, but he's not a superstar. This team, for real, looks like Anthony Edwards' team. And then, if you really want to take it there, like who's the best player on the Timberwolves right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
You could, because I mean, they really haven't given the keys to Edwards for the series.
Small sample size though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, who is it? It's got to be
D'Lo. Yeah, because I mean, D'Lo had his moments in this series. But yeah, I mean. It's got to be Anthony Edwards. You gotta he's too dynamic. You gotta entrust that to him.
Some of the shots he was making off of catch and shoot, just like off one leg, that shit look crazy, bro.
Oh,
he's in rhythm, focused, like, and he's a young boy. It ain't even like he's like super 6-7 year veteran. You know what I'm saying? Been doing this, like he looks super polished for a second-year player. Bro.
He gonna be a monster once he get that jumper consistent.
It's already looking like it's on the way.
On the way, yeah. I mean, he's only year 2, so he still got room to improve.
Josh
but like,
was nasty, bro.
man,
That layup at the end.
The layup was nasty.
So just for context, while we are giving praise to Ant-Man,
and Anthony Edwards played that wrong. He played that completely wrong.
Out of my head.
Yeah. And it's young player mistakes. So I mean, he played it wrong. He was
going for a highlight steal. He went under the screen when he really should have tried to like jam Ja up under the basket and kind of like do a better job of interfering with the inbound pass. Because as soon as Ja caught the ball, he had a straight line to the motherfucking basket. He could have dunked it if he wanted to.
On top of that, he was playing the shot and not the drive.
Yeah.
And with Ja, you play the drive.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, you always play the drive with Ja. You take your chances with him shooting a contested fadeaway jumper to end the game. You take your chances with that rather than him getting to the bucket, especially the way he was getting to the foul line tonight. Like you gotta play the drive. And then Vanderbilt on the contest, I don't like the way he contested it. He could have tried to just take the charge, honestly. Yeah. Or even when he jumped, I don't like him putting his hand straight up in the air because Ja is moving the ball to the side. Yeah. Like you gotta get wide. You stretch your arms out. You know what I mean? Try to make it tough on him.
And you got to double Ja coming out of the inbound anyway. You got to make somebody else take that shot and beat you. Because you know he already put him in the fucking dirt with the dunk. Honestly, and he tried to come back and do another one out of the commercial break. So you know that's his mentality now. He wasn't playing well in the first half. He started going to the basket towards the second half, getting his free throws up. I want to say he might have had like eight points or so. He ended up with 30 at the end of the game.
I mean, yeah, again, the refs. And like you said, Memphis been my boys, man. But I did. Man,
Mark Davis on that crew tonight.
That was some fishy shit that they was calling, especially in the fourth. Like I wasn't a fan of a lot of them calls. But honestly, if you Minnesota, you got to make Dylan Brooks take that shot, bro. That man couldn't buy a bucket tonight.
What you think about Desmond Bane pushing Chris Finch on the sideline? Did you see that? Dustin?
Yeah. I don't want to be that guy.
He gonna get fined.
That probably should be a suspension.
Ooh, damn! I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say fine. Damn, suspension.
You can't push a ref without getting suspended.
I get you.
It's just one of them. It's just one of them boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like Finch was like antagonizing them or doing anything to kind of get him riled up to do something like that. Like he just like straight up like pushed him to the side, like, bro, we trying to inbound the ball type stuff. But like you can't put your hands on the coach as a player. That's like one of the biggest no-nos.
Super physical game. High.
Oh yeah.
High. What I want to say. Cooler heads. You know what I'm saying? We're not prevailing. Patrick Beverly fouled out. Jaren Jackson fouled out. Patrick Beverly is that crunchy black Air Force One in the back of your closet that you only
everybody need one on the team.
Yeah, but that's that black crunchy Air Force One that you only cut the grass in, bro. It's stinking up the closet. You can't get rid of it, but you don't want to see it ever. He's falling all over the place every possession. Like, God damn, bro. He's a living irritant. Like, I feel it that it's needed, but damn, bro, I'm sick of Patrick Beverly, bro.
Bro, how you think I feel about Chris Paul?
Yeah, they playing right now. Matter of fact, I checked it out at halftime before we jumped on.
The Pelicans got the lead down to 11 as we speak.
Yeah, I saw Devin Booker with his big fit coming on the floor arguing calls. Like,
bruh, again, they let a lot of shit slide, but he ain't even playing. He shouldn't even that should have been a tech.
Yeah,
he was out of half court.
Word.
Like, bro, you're not even playing.
Yeah, man. Right now, 89-78, Suns looking to take the 3-2 lead. It's crazy that despite having damn near 40 game win difference or record as far as wins are concerned, this series is really, really tough for the Suns right now. I thought they were going to put the Pelicans away easy, but when Booker went down, shit just shifted.
Yeah.
And not only that, but New Orleans is like, I don't know if you saw a little bit of that exchange last game between Chris Paul and Brandon Ingram, but B.I. was like, hey, bro, you keep popping that shit, we can take it to the back right now, and I'll whoop your ass.
B.I. ain't forgot what happened with L.A. and Houston.
L.A., yeah, with Rondo. He's like, I'll whoop your ass straight up and down. Fuck all that number one seed shit. Like, we can take it back there.
And honestly, I think the Pelicans are a different team than what their record suggests. You talk about the 1-13 start, 2-16 eventually start to the season, and you missing Zion. Ingram was in and out of the lineup a little bit. You had some young guys that weren't playing yet, like Herb and the Trey Murphys and Alvarado.
Yeah.
And then you get the CJ trade, and then Larry Nance wasn't there at first because he had knee surgery. So, like, this is really a different team than what that first couple months of the season suggested, kind of similar to Boston. And I seen this the other day, but since February, the Pelicans have been a top 10 offense and defensive team.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Not to mention Willie Green, who was an understudy for Monty Williams. He was on that Suns staff for a little while, but he got them playing way different than what Stan Van Gundy had them playing. You feel me?
Yep. And outside of that 2-16 start, they're like a couple of games above 500 team. I believe they were like 3 or 4 games above 500 after that, like 2-16 start. So, I mean, and remember, this is without Zion. Like, they're a better team than what their record suggests, and they got hot at the right time, and they're not scared of the Suns. Most of the series, they've been more physical than the Suns, and they've been taking it to the Suns' faces.
Aiden got to be big. Mikal Bridges got to give him a little bit more. Campaign stepped up tonight so far. It's looking like they're going to take it unless the Pelicans make a late run. But they're going to be limping into the next series, bro. They're going to end up getting...
Chris Paul is, like, dead tired.
You saw that at the end of the half. He was gassed.
Alvarado, bro, that man has been on Chris Paul
on his ass, right?
He's been on his ass.
Damn.
And so, I mean, is the Pelicans? I do think they need to win this game though, because winning back-to-back games, especially a closeout game in Phoenix, is really tough to do, especially for a young team like this. So they definitely need to try to pull this one off.
The winner of this series is going to play the winner of the 4-5 matchup between the Mavericks and Utah. Over the weekend, they had some real...
you mean the winner of... You just say they're going to play Dallas. We can just skip to it at this point.
Ain't that wild, though? They really treaded water until Luka got back and held it down. The Jazz had an instant classic with that lob to Rudy to end the game the other night, but then they followed that up. They followed that up with Luka. Like, Luka damn near had them in the grave, had one foot in the grave with that nasty 3, and they ended up eking it out at the crib. But then they turned around, Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, they caught that, bruh. Okay, see, I'm getting sick of the refs at this point.
What's going on?
They just called an offensive foul on this Herb Jones made layup.
Oh yeah, you know what's coming.
Yeah,
you know what's coming.
But and the funny thing is, bro, this Jazz and Mavs series should be over because the NBA basically admitted they got to end the game 4 wrong. They blew the call on the Donovan Mitchell layup. That he ended up getting the offensive board. They said it should have been an offensive foul, which would have been the game.
It would have been over with. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Donovan Powell still would have had to go to the free throw line to shoot them free throws. So we've seen how that worked. But
Game 6 is in Utah on Thursday. I want to say, Thursday. Donovan Mitchell right now questionable with a leg injury. He took a huge shot the other night. Got in the press conference, said he was going to be ready, but that's just him.
He got 2 bruised quads, bro. Yeah. How you end up with 2?
Royce O'Neal not giving them shit. Mike Conley been underwhelming. They don't have really much. They don't have a whole lot going on from a offensive standpoint outside of Jordan Clarkson. Donovan Mitchell having to pretty much do everything, be everything. No Rudy Gay shit for real, and then Rudy Gobert's giving you what he have, but what does Rudy Gobert really have?
Nothing.
And
nothing.
Then he got and not to mention after that win, after that lob, he got fined I think $35,000 for his fuck the talk comment in the post game interview. People were talking about them and what might happen if the team is gonna look different after this. So
it better look different if they want to go anywhere.
So you saying Donovan Mitchell gonna be over there with KD and LeBron in Cancun in about 48 hours?
Pretty much.
Damn.
Look, man. I'm telling you now. And everybody was asking why are the starters in so late in that last game, even though the Mavs were up by like 30. those two teams got beef. That's like one of the most like well kept underrated beefs. If you haven't been like, for the people who didn't get a chance to watch the Mavs and Jazz games the last 3 years, Rudy Gobert and Luka got beef. I ain't never seen Luka, like, I don't take Luka as no fighter. You know what I mean? But the 3 times I've ever seen that man ready to throw hands for real was against Rudy Gobert.
Keep your eye on that for this next game.
So that's why the games have been so chippy. I think that's one of the reasons why the Mavs played so hard when Luka wasn't there, because those teams do not like each other. Gotcha. And that's why I got physical. That's why you've seen the little bullshit at the end with Whiteside. There was an incident earlier this year where Rudy tripped Luka after Luka made a jumper over him. Like, Luka was talking shit to him. Like, bro, it's been an ongoing thing, kind of one of those like unspoken about things, because a lot of people don't watch Jazz games. So it exists though. So
you think
it's personal.
You think it's over a chick?
Bruh.
They both foreign, ain't really much going on in Utah. You feel me?
We'll never know how that battle goes now that Brooklyn's out. We'll never get to see them play Miami. You know, Tyler Hero.
Damn. Yeah. True. Good point. I forgot all about that one.
Oh, it's not Tyler Hero. It's Ben Simmons and Devin Booker.
Yeah. Simmons and Booker. Yeah, exactly. To be continued. Yeah. Golden State and Denver. Warriors up 3-1. Closeout game tomorrow night?
Yeah.
How
many times are you ever going to see the Warriors only make 12 3-pointers in a game?
And they said they're taking the chains off Steph. Ain't no more training wheels. He got full minutes tomorrow.
They better start Poole with him. Shoot, I don't want to see Poole come back off the bench, man. That man been too good.
Yeah, they gonna play the winner of the Minnesota-Memphis series. So it's looking like if you was a betting man, it's probably gonna be Warriors and Memphis 2-3 matchup in the semis. That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be fire.
With the way Memphis been played, I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna be worried. Draymond might get thrown out of a couple of them hoes, huh?
Nah, not even that. Just with the way Memphis has played against Minnesota, bruh, they ain't beating the Warriors playing like this.
Oh no, negatory.
Nah, they gonna get mopped up. They gonna get mopped up playing like this against the Warriors. So
what else I got for the NBA? I think that's pretty much it. We burned through it. You want to talk the draft a little bit or nah?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, where we at? So yeah, draft is in 2 days in Vegas. First round's gonna start. I gotta tell you, I ain't really paid too much attention to the prospects this year. I don't even know who has the number 1 pick, to be honest with you, for transparency.
Jaguars.
Again?
hey, man, you know, Urban Meyer came in there. He did his thing. You know what I mean?
Do they have a head coach yet? Did they figure it out?
Doug
Peterson, right, from Philly.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So,
okay. What you anticipating going down in Vegas?
I don't know where the Jaguars go. My boy Aiden Hutchinson is gonna go either 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I know that much. Obviously, I'm hoping he doesn't go 1 so he can come to the Lions because he's a hometown kid. Plus, played at Michigan. And then there's been rumors about the Jags trading out, but I think the main thing to keep an eye on is going to be the receivers. Because I think those guys are going to start flying off the board in the first round.
Yeah, especially now with the market looking crazy with Debo and Kyler Murray looking for more help. The receivers are going to be flying, bro. I'm kind of sick because they said the Bears are talking about shopping Robert Quinn for some picks. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Are we moving in the right direction? Or are we trying to we already got rid of Khalil Mack. You feel me? Like the person that should have been going was Eddie Jackson, but
yeah, I think you got to break it down to give yourselves the space to kind of build around Justin Fields. If Fields end up being the guy, you don't want to end up in that spot where you ain't got no cap space and Justin Fields out here. If he ends up panning out, he ends up out there working with some bums. Like,
I feel you. I did see a couple games where Aiden Hutchinson was leading the Wolverines. He's pretty decent prospect.
Monster, bro.
Yeah. And I think that's
monster.
The Jaguars may be inclined to keep the pick just because they need all the help they can fucking get right now, bro.
Yeah. So you probably won't see many quarterbacks go off the board this year in the first round. Maybe
Nah.
two at I think two, maybe three, but definitely two with Kenny Pickens and Malik Willis.
Mm-hmm.
You got my boy Sauce Gardner, top corner in the draft from Cincinnati. He's a local product from Michigan too, from Detroit actually. But he's probably the best corner on the board. Obviously you got Kayvon Thibodeau, the other edge rusher who, was big during the year. Who else we really got? You still got Stingley Jr. out of LSU. But yeah, all eyes is gonna be on them receivers.
Yeah, 100%. You think y'all need one on the Lions right now?
Need one? They need about 5. Go get Debo.
That was a rhetorical question. Yeah.
Go get Debo.
I would love for them to go get Debo, right? That's exactly what I would for y'all. Shit.
Look, man, it would be a double whammy for me. The Lions get Debo, you get him out of the division from the Rams with Matt Stafford. Cool beans. It's a double win. Go ahead and trade them draft picks. For you, huh?
Bruh,
look, man, Debo, I'm happy you don't want to play in San Francisco. Trust me.
We gotta tap in with Justin next week to see how you feel about the draft fallout. So.
I can tell you now, if it ain't Aiden Hutchinson, Kyle Hamilton, or Sauce Gardner, Justin is gonna be pissed.
That's why I need him on here for that. I need him on here for that reaction. You feel me? That's it for the BAMs, man. Tap in with us again, like I said, the Hitmen Podcast at gmail.com for the mailbag. Hit us up in the socials at Hitmen Podcast, at Labeled and On, at Virtuoso Sports on Twitter. I only got one quick hit for the week, bro. Speaking of street sweepers, getting back to the Celtics, but I want to talk about this story that came out today. Vince Wilfork's son. Did you hear about this shit?
No.
So his son pleaded guilty to felony theft charges. It got found out that he stole Vince Wilfork's Super Bowl rings and his AFC Championship rings.
What?
Yeah, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
Wait a minute.
1,000.
What? Well, yo,
it be your own people that do it to you, doggy.
Hey, man, I don't remember where I heard this, but blood is thicker than water, but both can drown you.
Damn.
That's some real shit.
Super Bowl ring, AFC Championship ring, come up missing. You lying about it for a long time, then you finally say, "Yeah, I took that shit, stole that shit." So if it was felony charge, that mean he had to sell it, right? He at least tried to hawk it, pawn it somewhere.
Probably.
Damn, that's cold blooded, man.
Hey, man. Hey, look, I after the Jordan shit, his son with the shoe shit, he was kind of getting down on people a couple years ago. I ain't surprised that nobody cares at this point.
Trophy room shit.
Yeah. So, damn, that sucks, man. I ain't never heard a bad thing about Vince Wilfork, man.
It's foul. It's foul. Speaking of foul, listen to this shit that Kendrick Perkins said about Ben Simmons, bro. Check it out. What the fuck? Newport Shorts said that.
It's the end part that get me, bro. The Newport Shorts part is the one that get me.
What's wrong with bro? He just get on TV saying whatever the fuck. Like,
yo. I think the whole world is just collectively done with Ben Simmons.
I don't understand why everybody kicking him in his rib right now. Like, they should have been on that all season.
Yeah. They should have been, but you know how it is, man. Everybody like to, hype up big names even when they're not deserving of it. So it's about time they caught on. It's about time they caught on to the James Harden thing too.
Yeah, man, it's looking real scary with that shit too.
I can't even say who won that trade at this point anymore.
It's amazing the fallout. He's not getting another contract like that. I wouldn't think.
Who, Ben or James?
James Harden. No, we ain't talking about Ben Simmons getting no.
Oh, I thought. I'm just gonna start calling him Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi.
Yeah. Look, man. Daryl Morey is his best friend, so he's probably still gonna get paid.
He probably gonna induct him into the Hall of Fame. He probably gonna be his intro man.
Bro, they gonna put Philly in such a ditch, bro. It's gonna be terrible.
You see how
Embiid
quick
gonna
they
be trying
turn
to
on.
go.
You see how quick they turn on Ben. If they lose this series to Toronto, or if they don't even at least make the Eastern Conference Finals, how soon do you think it will be before they start booing James Harden?
Probably Game 7.
Are you talking about next week?
Bro,
I was gonna say like a year.
He has
you
been
about a couple days.
Look, man, he has been terrible, bro. If this get to Game 7 and James Harden is trash by the time we get to the third quarter, bro, them fans is gonna be letting him have it.
Damn.
You already know, bro. They let Ben have it in like Game 4.
I'm letting his ass have it now. I told you at the top of the show, I don't understand how you sit out of work, you protest work for a whole year and still get paid $30 million. I got to make sure that I'm situated for this weekend. You feel me?
Look, bro, I mean, if that's all I got to do, I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting right here.
Must be nice,
for 35. Man.
Let's get to the rundown. Check it out. So we're recording this on Tuesday night. The next time y'all tap in with us is going to be May the 6th. Starting with tomorrow, the 27th, you got another restock of the Jordan 6 Retro UNC colorway. Full size for the kids, for the ladies, for the guys. April 28th is the one I'm looking for. Potential shoe of the year candidate coming out for the ladies. The Air Jordan 11 Low Pure Violet colorway.
Man.
I'm jealous.
Bruh.
It was tough, super tough, man. Right in time for the summer, right when the weather is starting to get serious. That's a dope colorway coming out. April 29th, you got the Jordan Retro 13 Brave Blue. It's the Flint with the black on the black lower instead of the white on the typical retro. You also got the Puma NB 01 LaMelo Ball Galaxy colorway dropping on the 29th. The North Face, they got a capsule coming out. They're talking shoes. They're talking the whole nine. Clothes, shoes, mules, everything. Also, April 29th, we still waiting on our motherfucking Eagles answer fours, but they got a Packer white and silver colorway for the answers. I don't know if you've seen these colors, bro, but this is straight. It's decent, but I'm still waiting on my greens. What's the deal?
They supposed to be the 29th?
Dog, they got a whole nother one up here listed we've been looking for this shit for damn 2 months now.
Yeah, bro. Oh, wow. Chris Paul, another 8-second violation. That's crazy.
From Alvarado?
Yeah, bro. And he got teed up, but Brandon Ingram missed the tech.
You ever bought a pair of CP3 Jordans?
No, man. I heard they was cool back in the day, but I couldn't do it, man.
Shout out to the big homie. I don't know if Bruce listened to the show, but I know he had a pair. I can't get.
Oh, good defense.
May 1st.
Boy, Alvarado everywhere.
Yeah, he fucking Chris Paul up. May 1st, we got the Nike Dunk Low white and gray colorway. Got the ocean colorway for the girls. May 5th, you got a Nike Dunk purple colorway. And that's it. Send us them kick pics. The Hitmen Podcast at gmail.com. We need to see them closets. We're gonna do a sneaker war in a little while. We got a contest popping up where we're gonna give away sneaker cash, StockX credit. We're gonna do it. It's like a bracket, essentially playoff bracket on who got the best sneakers in their closet. But keep it locked for details on that coming soon. Game show. I lost last week, so you back to back. You got something for me this week, bro?
Ooh, I don't. I wasn't even ready.
I got one for you, though. Don't worry. We always prepared.
What we got? So,
I don't know how easy this is going to be for you. And you still ain't tuned in to winning time, so it's hard to really, like, gauge whether or not you know where this is coming from. So, check it out. And I ain't gonna make it that tough. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to name me all 30 NBA arenas, and your time starts now.
Oh, we're gonna go with Little Caesars.
One.
Local. We're gonna go with the Chase Center. You got the United Center. You got Barclays. You got MSG. Crypto with them fucking. It's fucking Staples. Toyota Center.
7.
Wells Fargo.
8.
American Airlines.
9.
AT&T for the Spurs.
10.
Target Center. Just seen that tonight.
11.
Smoothie King.
12.
The Foot. Phoenix. I fucking
13.
hate that name.
10 seconds.
The Pepsi Center.
12.
Ooh, shit.
Give me one more.
Off the top of my head, why the fuck can I remember Philly's arena? That was Wells Fargo. That's right. Who am I forgetting?
You got 12 out of the 30.
Oh, I forgot the FedEx Forum. Jesus.
Yeah, that was on tonight, Memphis.
Yeah, I named the Target Center, but then I the FedEx Forum. Oh God. What the fuck is Utah? They renamed they shit.
Vivid. It's Vivid.
Vivid now.
Yeah, it's Vivid. It used to be a Delta Center.
Okay.
Shout outs for the week.
Of another airline.
Who you got?
Man, oh man. I'm gonna give a shout out to Pusha T, man.
Yeah, it's almost dry. You heard?
You already know, for real, my favorite producer of all time. So I was all ears. Man, let the smoker shine the coop, bro. That's my shit.
1,000,000%. Shout out to Pusha, man.
Definitely. And then give a shout out to the Celtics, man. I gotta look, man. I'm the biggest Celtics hater on the planet. Biggest Jason Tatum hater on the planet, but I gotta give credit where credit due.
Gotcha.
That man been balling.
Stepped into it.
Put the clamps on KD, bro. I gotta give him the respect, man.
Well, Ric Flair say all the time, for you to beat a man, shit.
Gotta beat the man.
That's what he went out there and did. Shout out to JT. St. Louis, I know y'all proud of the kid.
Gotta be getting it done out there. So, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to Chuck too, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to Chuck. That man Chuck has been on fire this week. Okay,
word.
I gotta give a shout out to Chuck.
And for what it's worth, like all jokes aside, he's been giving great basketball analysis, like great takes. You know, in terms of giving you the breakdown of what needs to be done in the second half of games, telling you what he expects to see out of players. Charles Barkley is one of the best on TV right now.
Ain't nothing better on TV.
He can't get his ass to that board, though. He can't get his ass to that board at all, though. That's the only thing.
Hell no. I'm with them ugly Air Force Ones he had on the other day.
First and foremost for me, shout out to the player, Lord and Savior, Future Hendrix. New album coming soon. I Never Liked You. Toxic levels, Ivan Ooze levels, right in time for the summer. That music gonna be banging. Shout out to my dog, my brother Terry Roseland at the Terry Roseland podcast. Cam, Boogie, Ramey, the writer over there. They had a dope ass podcast party over the weekend. I was able to pull up some heavy hitters was over there. Cody Mack from What's the Word TV was there. It was a real dope vibe, a lot of support. Shout out to TJ. Forever Shy, Never Shy, and then their newest show with Jody, Provocative. Y'all can catch it on all streaming platforms, but it was a really dope experience. Shout out to Tribe House in Chicago for having us. Really proud of my dog, so salute to Terry Rosen and the squad over at the Terry Rosen podcast. I'm going to keep it light this week, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in again. The love, the support is everything. It's essential. We everywhere that podcast live. Make sure y'all rate, review, and subscribe. Smash, decapitate. Blow that motherfucking follow button up when y'all get the chance to. Again, rate, review, and subscribe. Like I said, y'all can catch us on the block, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all of that. Hit us up in the mailbag, the hitmenpodcast@gmail.com. The socials one more time for y'all. is at Hitmen Podcast, at Labeled and Known, at Virtuoso Sports. Shout out to Pod Digital Media, GC, what up? Shout out to BlitzSportsNetwork.com and the big homie. We're going to rap with you soon. Big shout out to Tyson Fury. I hated him for fucking taking my dog out the game, Bomb Squad, but he ended up making up for it with I think it was a 6th round or 5th round KO. Huge uppercut to Dillian White, bitch ass, over the weekend out in Wembley Stadium. Said he's gonna retire from boxing, bro. I don't know if you heard that shit right.
Man, he want to fight Ngannou. We'll see how that play out.
Ugh, to be continued.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of to be continued, 24/7. Don't ever forget in your life, fam.
What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
All right, it was a miracle. Can we go now?
We'll catch y'all next weekend, mate. We gone. Holla.